Hey guys, welcome back to another news breakdown here on GoMango, and today we've got a lot more news coming out for our new Sentai, RyuSOULger. That's right, Toei has officially given us our romanization of the show, and it's RyuSOULger with a soul in between, so that's kind of neat, I guess. Whatever, but that's not all we need to cover. We've got an extended story that we need to go over, and also a writer, director, a little bit of cleanup for some of the information that came out in terms of like the RyuSOULger, or the Kishi Ryu, and then we're gonna end off with some quick updates of the Super Sentai Strongest Battle series. But before we do that, let's just take a look at the story. Oh, and it was translated by Ryotaro on Ranger Board.
65 million years ago, the immensely powerful Druidon tribe reigned over the Earth. The tribe abandoned the planet when a gigantic meteor approached, vowing that they would return as the rulers of the world again as they headed into space. The RyuSOULger tribe who battled against the Druidon tribe stayed on Earth, along with their dinosaur companions, the Kishi Ryu. The RyuSOULger tribe withstood the Ice Age brought on by the gigantic meteor. They placed their Kishi Ryu companions in the Ryu Souls and sealed them in temples throughout the world. As time marched on, the Druidon tribe's power only grew stronger in the harsh environments of space. The RyuSOULger tribe that kept the Earth safe in the past have selected new knights, the RyuSOULgers. They have been revived by their mission as the battle against the Druidon tribe begins.
Alright, so like I said, that was translated by Ryotaro on the Ranger Board forums. The links to his translation will be in the description down below, as well as like a smaller one that we got earlier. It gave us a different look at that information, but one of their taglines is 5 swords that serve justice. Now, from what I've seen of this show so far, and what the big poster I used in the story was some sort of like heavenly looking background. A lot of people are taking a look at like RyuSOULger and making comparisons to that, and it's like 5 swords that serve justice. Maybe there's like I don't know, some sort of like spiritual aspect to the Kishi Ryu, as well as the 5 swords aspect. That's something that I wanted to touch on because I don't know, maybe the show's focus is going to be mainly on the 5 Rangers rather than it ballooning out to like 11 Rangers like RyuSOULger did. Outside of the 5, maybe you'll get your 6th, or obviously you'll get your 6th, but who knows if we'll get any like extra auxiliary Rangers. And yeah, that's basically that for the story. Now we've got the writer and director. We're gonna get into some names and some stuff that I can't pronounce, so let's just get into it. The writer for the series is Junpei Yamaoka, and he's never done Sentai, he's never done Rider, nothing tokusatsu related outside of, I believe, Kamen Teacher, and I'm not quite familiar with that work, but people say it's nice, or at least the first half. I don't know. But this is something we traditionally see, well, not traditionally, something we would more readily see in Kamen Rider, like in Gaim, where they brought on like an anime writer, and in X-Aid and Build, where they brought on drama directors. This guy comes primarily from dramas, J-dramas and stuff. So it's neat to see new blood come into the fold, especially to sort of start off the new, I guess, generation, the new you know, Heisei era is ending, you know, new era, there it is, that's the word. So that's cool to see. And as well as fresh faces are concerned, Kazuya Kamihoriuchi is going to be the director. He's not necessarily a fresh face, but he's been, looking at his IMDb and his Kamen Rider Wiki entries, it looks like he's been put on like more and more higher tier projects, and now he's like the head director of this show. So I'm excited to see his work, because he worked on some really good episodes of X-Aid, and if you know me, I'm not a big fan of X-Aid, and the ones that I saw that he directed, I actually enjoyed. as well as some really stellar episodes of Build. So some of the ones from X8 were Goodbye Me, where Palad is grappling with the concept of death, and the imagery is really stunning and fascinating. Then you have episode 21 and 47 of Build, and then tons of others. The Unstoppable Hazard was episode 21, and that was Sento reeling and grappling with the concept that he accidentally may have killed someone. And then episode 47 of Build, Sub-Zero Flames. You know, I'll let that one speak for itself, but hey, I've generated a playlist of all our reviews and watch-alongs of his work that we've covered. So go ahead and check that out, as well as, you know, the actual episodes themselves, if you want to get a better understanding of his, I guess, directing. I would post images, or I would post, you know, clips and all that stuff, but YouTube would ding me, so you just do it yourself. And then some smaller updates here and there. We've got what we thought was like, we've got Green and Black's mecha, and these are said to be derived from the SaberSaurus and the NeedleSaurus, so I guess they made up dinosaurs, because this is a saber-toothed tiger, and they just renamed it SaberSaurus, I guess. They also renamed it from, I think it was Tigerlance to now Saberlance, but like SABELANCE, you know how they pronounce the R's and the L's the same, so like Saberlance, I guess. So that's just some small updates there. And then just some really quick ones about the Super Sentai Strongest Battle. We got, I guess, names of the individual teams that will be, like, appearing. And this comes to us from Ranger Board as well. The links to all these and all my sources are in the description down below. So if you want to, like, fact check me on anything, they're there. But the names of the teams are Team Strange. This is our main team with Yamato, you know, all those guys. And then we have the Animal team. We have Police and Detective. We have Ninja. We have Dino. We have Adventures. We have Engine. We have Strong, and then Land and Sea. Those images weren't, like, real, so don't pretend that they are. But I don't know, it's a lot of, I guess, Sentai could easily fit into those little boxes. The Land and Sea really make me think of, like, I think the Ghost Sagers had the Landic and Seaic brothers and all that stuff, so that's interesting. I'd love to see a sort of shake-up in terms of, like, what teams are picked, and I really, really just want to see a team without a Red Ranger. Just without a Red Ranger. That'd be neat. And, I mean, I guess that's basically it. So tell me in the comments down below who you think are going to be in those teams and what you think of these new writer and directorial choices. I think they're pretty groundbreaking. But guys, thanks for watching, and thanks for helping me bring in the new year, because I think this is going up on January 1st. So guys, thanks for watching. Keep it juicy.